Hey y'all! So today I want to show you how I'm going to attempt to propagate these Rose of Sharon plants that I have in my yard. So these are clearly very mature plants. They were here when we moved in, and we have some big plants coming for this space over here. So my thought is that I would like to try to move them, but if I fail, I just want to have some backup, because if you can see how beautiful these plants are, these blooms have been going all summer and I'm just loving them. So you can see I have this blue, purple, and my favorite, this one's open here for you, and you can see the bees all over them covered in pollen. It's insane. So my plan is to show you a couple of ways that I can propagate these plants, and I'll be keeping you up to date as they grow. So let's just get into it. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and take a few cuttings from each of these Rose of Sharon shrubs, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you how I plan to propagate them. Also, do you see all these bees flying over my face right now? I am so calm. Okay, so I have all of my cuttings here on the table with the supplies that I'll be using. My plan is to try propagating them using 3 methods. 1 is by water propagation, 2 is planting the cuttings into some organic potting soil and placing them inside of the house, and 3 is in-ground planting into the spot where I'll hopefully be able to move the shrub in the fall, but nothing's written in stone, so if I can't move it, at least I'll have a cutting already trying to root over there. So let me show you how I'm going to do this. So first things first, I have a container here where I'll go ahead and plant them in the soil. 2 different methods for water propagation, because I have heard that the Rose of Sharon roots do not like to be in the sun, which I can totally understand. They do prefer a little bit of darkness, so I'm going to try to water propagate in this jar, which obviously is solid and no light will get through, and then my regular propagation jars, which I water propagate everything in. I have some tape and some Sharpies to label 2 different colors, because I am notorious for mislabeling and forgetting what I planted. Some pruners to make the cuts that I need. I've got my purple Rose of Sharons, my white Rose of Sharon. I'm going to be using my Espoma Organics potting soil, which if you've been watching my channel for a while now, you know, like, this is the stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put some soil in this container here. There we go. I don't know if you can see that, but we are set. So now what I'm going to do is you take off all of the blooms and the majority of the leaves, which is why it's probably best to do this in June and July before it gets wild and out of control blooming like this. But, you know, what can you do? So I'm going to take off the bottom leaves here, and that will leave me with a node where the roots can grow. I'll make a cut right above the last set of leaves. This is what it'll look like. Looks a little sad, but I'm telling you, I have faith. Would it really be a video if I didn't forget something? So this is the rooting hormone that I have. I have never actually needed to use it, but now it's gonna come in handy. So you can see the plant has just a few leaves on top, nothing on the bottom, and you can see there is an available node for roots to grow. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip it in the rooting hormone and then plop it right in the soil here. Boop. And then I'm going to continue to do that for the rest of them until I have all 6 of these filled. I'm going to go ahead and water them generously. And then set this to the side. This will go inside on a windowsill or under a plant light. Next up is water propagation. So I'm going to go ahead and fill these up with water. I'll start with the purple again, and these I'm going to make a little bit longer, just so they can reach the bottom of the jar. And that's that. Now I do have more of the white cuttings. I'll attempt to propagate these the same way that I did the potting soil technique. Dip it in rooting hormone and then stick it in the ground. So we'll see how that goes. And I'll try to keep you updated to see how everything is going. But let me give you one last look at what I've already done here today. And Daisy is modeling our finished products here. So there it is, y'all. We have the 6 that will go in the window that are planted in soil. We have 2 of our water propagations where light will reach the roots, and 1 water propagation where light will not reach the roots. So I will keep you updated. And I will also keep you updated on the cuttings that I have in the ground. Alright y'all, so that's it for today's video. If you're propagating Rose of Sharon, or if you have in the past, comment below and let me know how that went for you, or if you have any tips for me at all. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye! Sorry, there's a plane. Oh my goodness! Like, our plane's supposed to be fast.